All right, and welcome back to the Academy stream here, and we have another very important announcement to make sure we get out there, because we have just gotten word that Taco Gaming is rebranding from Taco Gaming to Taco Gaming. You see, there is a lovely food out there known as the taco that we all know and love, and it's one that we appreciate immensely, but we made the mistake of, when we saw Taco Gaming, believing it to be about the food. But in reality, it is, of course, the wonderful and incredible manager of Taco Gaming in Taco. So, Taco, shout outs to you. This one is for you. Look at that. Look at that. So incredibly beautiful. In all seriousness, though, shout outs to Taco. Such a great manager for this team. But we're back here on the stream, ready for our second series of the day, Taco Gaming up against Large. But before we get into all that, we're joined by a new guest today. It is, of course, coach, caster, analyst, jack of all trades extraordinaire, Colomer. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Someone told me Avril got benched, so I had to fill in. So happy to join the cast for the day.
You know, it's because Avril dropped an F-bomb on the first sentence of the day. No.
Happens. We can't have her on again.
Yeah, no, of course, though. It's great to have you. Always a pleasure with you on the stream. And before we get into the matchup for today, though, we're going to revisit some of our trivia again. Colomer, I know you've been someone that's been in the amateur scenes for a while, so I have a feeling you might be well attuned to these sort of questions. Of course, the first one that we have for this segment is this player that is currently playing on today's stream, so a player for AoE, TBA, Taco Gaming, or Large, shares the same favorite movie as me. Colomer, what do you think?
I don't know your favorite movie. Do you want to give me a hint?
What? One of the players in the last two games. So either AoE or TBA.
Well, what's your favorite movie?
Yeah, what's your favorite? Dude, you might like
Shrek
Lord of the
Rings.
Third. Lord of the
It's
Rings?
The Lord of the Rings.
Okay, so you're basically
Wow,
asking me who's the
that's
biggest
really-
nerd. Okay.
Yes, who's the biggest nerd? Who's the biggest nerd?
I feel like that, I don't know. I'll say Robbie Bob.
Okay, all right.
Nice
What
way.
about veteran?
Wait, so it's from... Okay, it was from the last series.
Yeah, last series.
I mean, it would have to be someone... I'll say Skytech.
Skytech? Okay. We got one with correct team, one with correct role. It's Chookies. My man Chookies is a huge Lord of the Rings nerd,
Yeah,
just
I
like
can see
me.
that.
Shout out Chookies. I saw that and I knew I had to include it. But the next one's a little bit more serious in terms of the trivia. Let's pull that question up, which is, of course, going to be these 2022 rookies are currently ranked 28 and 27 respectively on the Challenger ladder, higher than any other rookie players. So players that had not played competitive until 2022, according to Leaguepedia at least. Veteran, I'll go to you first this time.
26 and 27?
Yep.
Yeah, just pull up a BGG real fast.
Sniper.
Sniper, okay. That's one. There's two.
There's two.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, the other one's probably Masu, right?
Masu?
Yeah.
Okay, are you going... So we got Sniper and Masu from Colomer. Veteran, are you gonna say that?
I'll match Marcy, yeah. Sniper
Okay,
Marcy.
we'll give you guys both half points on this, because you're right, Sniper is one, but the other one is actually Denethor, top laner for Tempest Gaming. Very highly ranked on in Challenger solo queue, straight out of it. But the last question that we have, as we're just going to speed through it a little bit, is going to be... This is the number of Proving Grounds Circuit Finals matches that any AoE roster has appeared in. One of our most prolific amateur teams, Colomer.
Days.
Wait, hold on.
Including last
Sorry,
year.
I missed it. What was it?
So the
Including
number
last
of
year.
finals that AoE, any of their teams, has appeared in from both last year and this year combined, since the team's conception.
My God.
Dude, there's like
That's actually
37
quite a
AoE
hard one.
teams.
There is.
I'm gonna like 4. I don't. I'll shoot 4. 4
Were
is
they
about-
always
four?
were they always under the AoE brand?
Any team under the AoE brand, yeah. In Proving Grounds finals, circuit finals, so not the main Proving Grounds.
What's your favorite?
between
number
1 and 5.
Okay, then I
basically.
don't know. Then I don't know.
You don't know? All right,
I'll say 3.
3. All right, it's
Yeah,
actually
it's a
only 1. So
Okay,
far this year,
okay.
AoE has made semifinals in every tournament, and then the only one that they made last year was EGL Summer Splash. They made finals, unfortunately fell to Wildcard Red, but then they got Winnie from that team, so maybe it worked out for them.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
yeah. Okay, good job, guys. We got along pretty well. You guys got half points for the solo queue question, but we got some time now to talk about this match. And I know, Colomer, you're particularly passionate about the jungler for Taco Gaming and City Witty, who has been having a hell of a split for himself.
Yeah, I think the best way to describe it is that City has always been very, very good. I think if you've been around the scene long enough, you know how great this guy is, especially back in the day. Everyone knew him for like his grace and his kindred. He was one of the first players I even like got a chance to work with an amateur on Empyreans for like 2 or 3 weeks back then. I think City's been like the standout jungler in amateur so far this split. I think going into it, you had a lot of hype for some of like the younger junglers, some of the people that we haven't really seen a lot, like Yukino is one. But I've really been impressed with how City has been able to kind of carry Taco. Not like carry Taco, but his performances just all around have been great.
Right, he's been perfect.
Yeah, he hasn't had that many bad games. I'd say like 90% of their games, he's just looked very dominant. So as much as I know a lot of people like to talk about the bot lanes, especially given how the meta has been over the last like couple months, I think City's been great, and I really, really hope that he continues playing this well and hopefully gets a shot in Academy in 2023.
Yeah, absolutely. I know I was one game that I was impressed with, the Frozen Heart Kindred game. That was pretty crazy, in my opinion. But of course, there are other players on this team that have played well too. And on the other side of the coin, though, Large, a team with largely rookies. You see what I did there? Largely rookies. Wolverine down on the bottom side. Veteran. This team did take a game off of 100 next last time. What are we sort of looking from them now in this elimination match, mind you, to be able to do?
I mean, both these teams were able to take basically one upset win from the last very big opponents that they did. And the ways that they were able to do that, I think, say a lot about how this particular set's going to happen. On the side of Taco Gaming, obviously you have Taco playing all 5 roles there, as we have to emphasize. But in playing all those 5 roles, he's only really able to play jungle properly, given that they had 3 winning lane states. And in that regard, Taco's jungle was able to be very, very efficient and play very well in skirmishes. Where it fell apart was basically whenever they weren't able to draft for those lanes, because if they didn't, they basically had no real priority on midsection at all, and the midsection could be very easily collapsed on by their opponents. Conversely, on the side of Large, you had the opposite. What they were able to do to get their winning set was actually through map movements, not just around mid lane, but also around top side as well, which is a very, very difficult place to find the timings at this kind of a level. So I think that there's almost naturally a way here that Large can do it. The question is, how many champions can Large do this on? Because we've seen that they can do this with Soraka and Wolverine, right? And we've seen their mid laners pool be expanded from what it used to be. He was very heavy on these utility globals, but now he's playing Yone, he's playing Yasuo, he's playing these carry kind of champions. But is it just limited to that? If we remove that, is he back to the Lissandra Galio, etc., and can't do carry potential anymore? Because if this is how they win through midsection and they win through those groupings, which Large are actually able to do. So if drafts are able to go in Taco's favor, where they can find winning lanes into potentially limited champ pools, then Taco don't have to worry about this. But otherwise, I could see the game going kind of bad for them overall.
All right, well, real quick, we got just a couple seconds. We're going to go through our predictions. Colomer, who you taking and why?
I mean, 2 of my former players are on Large, man. This is kind of a hard question. I'm going 2-0 for Taco, though. I think Taco overall is one of the like most well-rounded teams. Like I said, I think City is great. I think that assuming that they are able to target some of like the more narrow champion pools like Veteran was just talking about, I think it should be a good go.
Yeah, and Veteran, who you taking?
I think that they're able to play off tempo to mess with City Witty and mess with his laners. So I think Large can gradually take this 2-1. But the bet there is that their mid laner has more than just these fighters to do. If he shows that, then I think they'll be able to eventually deal with Taco Gaming and their insane manager who plays 5 roles at once.
Yeah.
And manages and coaches.
I subscribe to that. I think I also took Large in this series 2-1 because you know what? I think that this team has been exciting. Skoon, very exciting mid laner. The rest of them, they were able to take a game off of 100 Thieves next, but we'll have to see if they're able to take 2 off of Taco Gaming as we get underway for game number 1.
All right, let's get right to it. Thank you so much, Hawk. It's gonna be interesting. Obviously, all the casters, we were all pretty much in unison about the fact that it's gonna be Taco Gaming, but maybe Reed knows something that we don't, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth noting too, now that we have acknowledged that, it's not about the food, it's about Taco, or rather, it's not about the food tacos, it's about Taco the individual.
Yeah.
I think Taco Tuesday now holds less weight, no? Because, I mean, Tuesday's not particularly good for LOL Taco, right? So maybe that's
true.
Maybe that's part of it,
Yeah. You got a point there. That might just be, maybe that's the crux that brings them down. You never know, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, will Taco 1 through 5? Excuse me. I'm sorry. They all have their own individual names. Not my bad. Are they all going to be able to? Are they all going to be able to perform? And I mean, against a team Large, obviously, this is a team that I would say, shocked me, honestly. They came together last minute, put their team together. It's just 5 Large lads who were looking to play and live large, and so far they've been doing just that.
Right, and now they find themselves in a very tenuous position, I would say, just because of the fact that they are still in the running for Proving Grounds. But this is we're on the lower part of this group where the loser is out of this tournament. And for Taco, that's not a big deal. You've already locked in top 10. You're fighting for top 6. But for Large, that is the end of your season. They are trying to win this game because the no org are out. They do automatically make top 8, get as much points as they can get together so that they can make it to Proving Ground. So for Large, this match means everything.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to stick it through. You got to stay in it. And they do. I mean, it's a best of 3. So maybe they use game 1 to kind of feel things out, or maybe they just absolutely. I would be all for them just absolutely stopping Taco. Like, that would actually be insane. And this is a team that has managed to take a game off of Maryville, which is one of our more higher contenders. So, I mean, it's not like they're not here for a reason.
Dude, not just Maryville. They took a game off 100 next in their last series. So they can go blow to blow with the best of them, it's looking like, in this tournament here, Echo. And that's what they're looking to do once more. But they need to come out on top again against Taco Gaming, who I agree with Colomer. This is a really well-rounded team, one of the best ones we have here in this tournament. So this is a tall ask for Large to see if they can really live large and take this series to a win, because they have to be able to get it done or they're out.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I'm little worried for them as well, because I feel like now Large as a team, right, has been kind of a squad that prefers to kind of sit back, right, let things kind of, take their course and scale up. And for a while, Taco Gaming was a lot like that. But recently, we have seen this kind of pivot shift coming through where they start getting aggressive early. And that's kind of exactly where Large has been lacking a little bit. And so I'm a little worried that might just be the kick in the leg that shuts them down.
Potentially. So that's why as we get to draft, which should be coming up very, very soon, we're going to see what Large and Taco are going to prioritize, get for themselves here in this game. Again, you mentioned it. Large, really, from what we've been watching these last couple of weeks, they play more of the scaling game. They play for lanes, and especially with some of their more interesting champ pools, they make it work the best that they can. And I think your point about coordination is really important too. Very little time to really practice together, because a week before this tournament, that's when they got together. So now that they have some matches under their belt, now that they have some experience playing with each other, this could be a very new Large we see today.
Yeah, definitely. And it's just such a testament to what they've been able to accomplish, right? That they come in here having basically they were like, hey, boys, we want to compete with this? Yeah, let's get it. Let's get to it. They hop right in. They've been doing pretty decently well so far. And like I said, they got some matches under their belt. They've got some of that experience going. And we've talked to them, obviously, and they've all mentioned how they are incredibly understanding, right, when it comes to working out certain like problem areas that they need to work on. They're always like, yo, we're ready to put the work in. We're Large lads. They be hitting the gym, it takes time to get those gains.
Yeah, and talking to Axton, their coach, like, we got that impression from them where they are a team where they're really open to work with how they work with each other, and that's been very helpful and instrumental for the improvements we've been seeing from them so far here. And I think that's honestly pretty invaluable. Usually in team situations, you see a lot of team headbutting between players and things like that, but apparently not a whole lot of that goes on that side. That could be what little bit they need going for them. And on Taco Gaming side, we're talking about staffing right now. We already gave our props to the Taco himself, of course, with that incredible fan cam. But also, I think Nova is worth highlighting as well, a coach who's definitely experienced in the scene. And we talk about with TBA, Team Pending, and how 3/5 of the 1C LOL, Nova was their coach.
Yeah, no, that's true. Got some bands going on now. Large length gives them strength, but the power of friendship too, it seems. And right now, they're getting some real nice bands off. So already, Taco Gaming, I respect they're taking the big old cat right off. They want Soraka off the board too. And Large in response, get rid of that Kindred and the Karthus. Actually, I like these bands so far what I'm seeing.
Yeah, and a lot of the times so far we've seen in both tournaments against Taco Gaming, City Witty, he pulls a lot of respect, Echo. He pulls a lot of it. You see those farming, hard carry junglers in the late game, things that end up getting taken away from them. He had a great Karthus performance, I think it was last week, and that's why you're seeing part of this, that being one of the many champs taken away here. But of course, he still has the Viego under his belt, and surely Large don't ban 3 jungles first rotation.
I'm just thinking of the Thanos Kha'Zix picture of him right now. Now we have to re-edit that one and make all the Infinity Stones just Taco's face, right? Like we have to do that. We can't be Tacos anymore. So I hope we get to see that at some point. But regardless, how you gonna do Kaiser Mord like that and get rid of Mordekaiser, bro? They doing my man dirty.
Honestly, it's kind of expected just because that's obviously, it's in the name. It's a big pick there for Kaiser Mord. It's something he's most comfortable on. So it's kind of like when you're playing Clash, you kind of target ban one person. If you're those kinds of teams in this situation, all you got to do is take away the Mordekaiser, and you're in hopes that you can already put the top laner off balance.
Yeah, definitely. Some lock-ins already coming out from Taco Gaming. This is something that we've, you see a lot more often. That first pick, Wukong coming through, a very strong, stable pick. Put him in the top, put him in the jungle, really, whatever you want to do. And the Volibear, a great answer to that, honestly. It's nice to see we're returning back to form factor.
Ooh,
is that a Yone I see?
I like it. I like the immediate pull for the mid jungle here. Even though the Yone is going blind, it's honestly really strong right now, in my opinion, on the patch. And the fact is, this has been a staple so far for Large. Reggie, Shun, insanely good with these particular champions together. And Shun overall is a player to watch on this team. Very skilled, big plays, especially on a champion like the Yone.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we're getting another Draven. I like to see it. Okay, coming out this time from Taco Gaming. And the Lissandra being like, they're just rapid firing through this. They know exactly what they want to run this time around. And honestly, I like to see it.
Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of the thing with when you blind the Yone, you end up seeing things like that Lissandra come through. Really common answer in this matchup, and it ends up being a lane that you're going to get a lot of push in. That gives City Witty that opportunity to farm, look for plays, and of course, have Shochi move across the map with him. But it's the bait! It's the bait! You thought! You thought! It's Yone top! Kaiser Mord says, no problem, I don't need the Mordekaiser. That's cold.
That's real cold. They really just did him like that. Like, psych! I switched it, right? And like, hit him with that. Like, up. They really did him like that. And so now, a couple of bans coming out. We first off have the Gnar off the table here, being taken away from a Large as they look to get their secondary ban. See the Viego getting taken away as well from Taco Gaming here. So really, I feel a little surprised that Taco Gaming is the one that ended up banning it, but they must know something that I don't.
Yeah, it's starting to seem that way too. They see the Gwen takeaway as well. I guess we'll see how the rest of the draft is going to shape out here for Large. But already, solid matchup going through here. You have the Ziggs, which is likely going into Wolverine's hands in the bottom lane, a champ you don't see very often here. And I am wondering if it's going to be like a Ziggs Vigar bot lane, because that sounds terrible. I hate that.
It does.
I'm actually disgusted with myself for saying it, but it is very likely. We know this team a little interesting with the champs and the drafts that they go for here. So a lot of things are up in the air, and it's nice because you have that R5 to really allow Large to put it all together. Taco still are trying to figure out what exactly Large are going for.
Yeah, and opting to go for the gameplay here. Very, very stable pick in this top lane, right? You can chill on your own a lot. You have a lot of impact all over the map, actually. And the Pike getting locked in here, actually, is the support. I like to see it. Now we get the answer, though. So the Yasuo getting locked. Okay, what is going on here, man? Why did you talk this into existence, bro? Why did you say that maybe they sit down in the bot lane? What is happening?
I'm just waiting.
Yeah,
I
we're
don't-
waiting to see. Okay.
Okay, yeah, no, this is actually not that crazy. This makes sense. This is kind of what I was expecting. So it's the Vigar Ziggs bottom lane coming through here. Honestly, does not sound enjoyable in any capacity. You have so it's going to be the Yasuo in the hands of Shun, and it's just the Brothers of Win on one side here for Team Large. You got a lot of team fight potential coming through overall, and you got some funny ways for Shun breath off.
Yeah, definitely. Or you've also got the Ziggs charge coming through as
Hey,
well.
that's what I was
And
thinking,
yeah. They're giving them all the opportunities possible to give them that. And overall, it's just an interesting team comp, to say the least. Wolverine being known for some of those unorthodox bot lane picks. Like, we'll call it that. We'll call it
like
that, you know.
and it's worth noting too on Taco Gaming side, like they have good ways to team fight. They have good ways to kind of absorb pressure in the all-in large you're going for, but it's not going to be easy. This is actually kind of very tenuous, I'll say, just because of the fact that we talked about in the last series that Vigar can be very impactful. You get that event horizon, you don't have flash, it's easy for people like Yone, like Volibear to be able to jump on top. And when you have a Ziggs who has probably the most range out of anyone on either composition, Large have a lot of ways to team fight here if Taco Gaming don't get their way in the early game.
Yeah, I will say, last point I'm going to make to Large is that I like when I'm looking at it, right? They've got, they've secured the late, it feels, obviously, with Wolverine on that infinite scaling potential that is the Vagar. At the same time, you've got some strong early game coming out, actually, from Reggie with that Volibear, right? Especially that level 3 gank can spell disaster if you're not careful. We don't even get time to talk about Taco Gaming.
Okay,
We
we're
can do that
right
in game. We're right in. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, the team saw this comp. They wanted to just full sprint right into this game. But the thing about this comp that is still like really crazy to me is that one, you end up getting a pretty solid matchup here for Shun. Of course, he has to go the cleanse because he's the one going into the Lissandra. But overall, Large, it's the all in here for me. This team, like, somebody gets in there, you set up Shun for that last breath, like you just someone's gonna fall, someone's gonna die.
Yeah, definitely. Someone will pay the price and go down. But regardless, game 1 underway. The stakes pretty high for Large. Not gonna lie, they need to get this win. Taco Gaming, not so much. They're still feeling good. They still qualified for PG. And Large, they need to get things going if they want to stay in this thing.
You do. Again, it's so important for Large to win this series. This is the last chance here in this group for either team. But Taco already locked top 10. It's Large who still need more points to get into proving grounds. They need to win this. They need to probably win a little more after this, but one day at a time, right?
Yeah, one problem, one problem at a time, move to the next. But for now, nice little usual setup going down. Gonna have Reggie starting up on that red buff, look to path his way down, and understandably so. I mean, you look at this bot lane where you have the Vagar with the exhaust as well. I mean, that just screams CC to me and screams easy free kills. Obviously, you got to be careful. Gorka does have the cleanse, but regardless, there is a lot of CC potential coming out from there.
100%. I mean, overall, because you got two mages in the bot lane, essentially, this Pike and this Draven are definitely going to have the better of them early on. But once the lost chapters start to come through, you're going to see a little bit more of answering back here from Lin and Wolverine. The question is going to be City Witty, jungler that we were highlighting on the desk, the jungler that we talk about a lot so far these past two tournaments and how good he's been playing in 2022. What's he going to be able to do? All this pressure that all of his laners are getting for them in this early game.
Yeah. Also pivoting up to Kaiser more than just actually just the top lane in general. I know Lawrence on that GP pick. I know you really like that GP pick as well.
I do. I think it's good because you're at least going to be able to kite a lot of the all-in that Large have as long as you're avoiding some of the CC and, of course, cleansing the ones that you can. I think Lawrence is going to be able to do quite a lot of work here. It's going to be tough because, of course, it's GP. You do need to scale. And I think the fact is, post 6, and I was saying it before, Taco needing to go for the snowball here in this early game. You do have that cannon barrage, which is honestly so impactful for bot lane plays.
Yeah, that's what I was going for because I know we talked about it as well. How much you really like just the amount of pressure you can actually have on the map with that cannon barrage. You can turn those fights that don't look very winnable into winnable ones, and you set up those dives with your team, especially with Reggie on that. I was about to say Reggie on that Reginald. That would have made much sense with Reggie on that Volibear. Once that level 6 comes around, even you're not safe under your own turret, really.
No, of course. The ability to shut it down is huge, and I like this angle. Reggie is already looking for it. City is hot on pursuit.
Level
They might be able to
3.
make it happen. Oh,
Flash
yeah.
going in. They're looking to send everything to get this first blood. Flash coming out from Lawrence, though. Kaiser Moore getting lower and lower, trying to get those denting blows and won't quite find it, though. So Reggie instead gonna take the brunt of things. Yo, City Witty, chill out, bro. My man is doing so much damage already.
Yeah, and that's big that City Witty managed to read it and end up showing up just in time there, because you do end up preventing a pretty big play there onto Lawrence. It does cost him his flash. Means you could see Reggie come through in a few minutes' time and be able to make a similar play. But for now, Crisis has been averted for Taco. And I like that Gorka actually went in to steal the Grum, denying more camps away from this Volley Bear to ensure that he can't catch up to City Witty.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I also like just Reggie really capitalizing on that level 3. Even if the play didn't work out at the end of the day, it was still nice to see Ray hits that level 3, instantly looks for that gank. Flashes all, a little early, and so Lawrence can just flash right back and get out of there. A little unfortunate, but regardless, nice to see that, understanding the assignment, realizes what he's got to do.
For sure. And so far, despite summoners coming through, no kills have really gone down. We're getting closer and closer to that level 6 mark, and that's really what I'm looking for here for both of these squads, especially Taco Gaming, to be able to really make things happen.
Yeah.
Use all the CC they have going for them here. So because you have that pushing bot lane, you do have a good chance for City Witty to be able to go for Dragon, but instead, City Witty, he wants to go top. It's a big wave. I don't know if...
Yeah. Gotta be careful. Wow, those denting blows already hitting hard though onto Reggie there. Luckily, he smelled something was up as well and made his way on over. And so nothing really gonna come out of that play at the end of the day. Just some staring down at each other. A couple of licks getting traded here and there. As we see Rovex, my man is still level 3. He's just been all around the map. And honestly, I'm sure Gorka is all happy with it. You're getting that solo XP, that solo farm that we need. And we saw that when you're on that Draven, money talks. Money's everything.
Yeah, that's right. And it's a City Witty again, like reading, making sure his laner, especially Lawrence, wasn't susceptible to that dive. Even pre-6, no flash means that GP would have been in a lot of trouble, and it opens up the invade we're seeing from City 2. Shochi so far had pretty good control over the lane, and already cleanses out.
Oh, had to cleanse to get on out of that one. See the flash coming out of huge Glacial Doom getting dropped down. The flash from Scoon to get over the wall and escape. The denting blows are hitting hard, but they can't quite find a flash.
Oh, they got him.
They done styled on him. Beautifully done by Rovex there to secure the first blood.
It cost them both summoners, but they made it happen, and it's tough because Shoons also has no summoners of his own. Means that City Witty can come back. Means Rovex can come back. Continue to add pressure to the solo lanes of large. That's what Taco Gaming been doing so well. Because of that bot lane, where honestly, Gorka is in a position right now where he can 1v2, it's easy for Rovex to just not be there. Not have to worry about how his AD carry is doing, instead helping move the rest of the map around.
Yeah, and his AD carry doing just fine. Our solo pushing, huge wave coming in, gonna grab himself that turret there. 360 gold. Actually
level
looking for
6.
something here. He's doing a whole lot of damage.
solo.
Level 6 indeed. Whirling Death coming through, doing a lot of damage. And now they have Lin and Wolverine just stuck on each other. There's that cannon barrage, baby. We talked about it. Being used to facilitate that dive. Actually, a huge bomb coming through, though. City Witty hot on Lin's tail while Wolverine runs to the help of Reggie. Overall, though.
Lin got him.
They actually got him. Overall, large. Able to turn this thing around. Gorka on his own right now, looking for Lin, spots him, but Scoon hot on his tail, and so Gorka won't be able to make anything happen here. No mana as well.
Wow. What a huge play for Large to be able to turn it around. You see the focus of Taco Gaming get split under that turret, and that's the perfect angle here. Lin manages to clutch up nice and big, get the kill onto City Witty. Of course, you manage to take down another as well. You do get one as Taco. Well, that was actually from earlier even, so that just ends up being a nice 2-for-0. And we're going to see exactly how it happened in the replay here, because you have that cannon barrage good to go, but it's Gorka and Rovex kind of on the wrong side of the turret here, and they stay there while clearing out this wave. It's just City Witty alone who tries going for Lin here. Okay, so it's the heal, and it was the cage. That's what did it.
Yeah, so how did Lin end up getting? Oh, walks right into the box.
The mines,
wow,
yep, exactly.
That's chef's kiss right there. That was amazingly done by Lin, actually.
Yeah, it's that good. And it means Reggie has that time to walk bot, help finish it up. You get the first dragon. Large, really happy with that one. And you end up slowing down Taco Gaming. And you can see it, the total gold so far. It is minor, but leads in favor still for Taco Gaming. But it's Large kind of starting to bring things back just a little bit.
Yeah, Definitely on the right path. That's one way to put it.
Yeah.
On the right path. I gotta say, I respect Shochi already with that dark seal as well. So you already know he's gonna be looking to get a little nastier, get some kills going.
Oh, that's right. You want to get as much as you can. Start stacking that one up. And with Rovex, again, we're already seeing it. He's all over the map. It is very possible here, especially with Shun Summoners being down. But they don't want to force anything. Instead, it's just getting pressure so Shochi can leave, walk around, secure the jungle, while City Witty is picking up that Rift Herald. That's the big play here. That's how you get more gold into your pockets and snowball the game. You have so many options on where you want to drop that one. You can drop it mid, where the Disaster still doesn't have any flash. You can go back bot because Gorka's in a really strong position as well. You got options.
Yeah, lots of options. What they're gonna go for is the question. Is Rovex back down this bot lane looking for some kind of hook, but probably not gonna find anything there at the end of the day. Just gonna go ahead, secure the cannon instead. Gorka did pop that blood rush, was looking for some kind of an entrance, but that minion wave just a bit too big to want to fight in. Kaiser Mord trying to get a little bit of trading going off here, but Lawrence already doing a whole lot of damage.
Yeah, GP with Sheen. That's why it's a big spike for him in lane, and already we're seeing Lawrence start to flex a little bit here so far. And with Reggie on the other side of the map, Lawrence very comfortably able to start to potentially threaten, the freeze. We're still back to this slow state. Not very much is going on, but because of the stuff we saw happen earlier and everything like that, Taco are starting to push their lead up incrementally bit by bit. And a lot of it is from CS. You just see them up 2K as it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Shochi. Looking to shove this wave. It's going to force Scoon to actually have to stay if he doesn't want to forfeit over those plates. And he will opt to stay indeed. Meanwhile, though, City Witty, just clear out some vision here. Looking to move around, see what he can find. And yeah, just no real opportunities for anyone just yet. Just laning going down. Robex has finally decided to just chill. But I say that, and look at that. Shochi and City Witty are both here now at this turret. You see the bomb getting dropped here actually from Lynn to try and just
the double root.
small. That's huge. So much damage coming down. Wolverine will bite another huge double kill coming through. Fade Seal though just barely misses Gorka. Not quite gonna find it. And Gorka gets a triple. That's absolutely huge. Gets the triple kill. Gets the turret. Reggie and Scoon next up on the list are gonna try and see what happen here. Huge ult coming through. Gonna cleanse through it, but it doesn't even matter. Still goes down. Scoon trying to find something here. Huge little kills. They're going out. Reggie and Scoon, the dynamic duo, picking up these kills and cleaning up a triple kill in return for Reggie.
It's an eye for an eye, a triple for a triple. Rovex, of course, with the death from below. He's looking to see if he can get the angle onto this low health Yasuo, but so far it's just going to be 3 for 3 here. Unless Rovex, does he get the... No, he doesn't get this. He just wants to leave.
Oh no, he wants to leave. I don't think he's gonna. Oh,
he's good.
He's good. Huge flash there to get on out of that. A very close one, to say the least.
Yeah, but still, it was a really successful dive from Taco, and I think that triple going on the onto Gorka, I think still is ultimately very valuable. You get all these turret plates. It is a really nice dive that came through on the side of Taco Gaming. This ends up being a really good response again from the mid jungle we were talking about in Shun and Reggie. And unfortunately, Kaiser Mort wasn't able to do very much off the cuff, but overall, you managed to get extra gold back into your pockets here. I still like Taco Gaming's chances, just because as long as you can play around Gorka, I mean, you saw it earlier. He's already gotten his mythic item. He's very much accelerated.
Yeah, definitely. Nice to see just this cleanup coming through here. Scoon actually missed the tornado there, but you know, triple kill over into Reggie's cool too with the Volibear. That's just going to accelerate the amount of that he's going to be able to tank and just deal damage to me on this top lane. Kaiser Moore looking for a bit of a trade here. Those barrels already hitting hard here though. Nice tornado knockup coming through. Oh, that parlay though does hit like a truck as well. And with Reggie there, Lawrence is going to back up because City Witty once again is on it. So this guy is always there in that top lane where Reggie pulls up.
Right, and I mean, that last play delayed the inevitable, but you see Gorka take that first turret. He got the bonus gold solo, and that is another chunk of change in this Draven's pocket. Snowballing so far ahead right now. And again, although there are a lot of tools for Large to be able to get on top of him, as long as Taco can as long as Gorka himself can space well in these fights, he still will be in a good position to get out a lot of damage here for Taco Gaming.
Look at that. He's just so low at doing drag now. He's at that point where he's already hitting. That's actually crazy. Dude, Draven Gorka jungle. He's the new jungler now.
Yeah, true. And the thing too now, I mean, you're not in the worst position still if you're Large. It is a big gold lead for Taco, but you still have champs like we talked about in the last series. Vigar, you just continue scaling infinitely. You have Lin also on the Ziggs, you do have a lot of poke, a lot of range, and later on, you're going to have a lot of wave clear as well with that Mega Inferno Bomb. You're not in the worst of positions here, but it's on Taco to just continue up this momentum they've gotten for themselves. We're seeing Mythics come through. They are certainly ahead when it comes to combat stats right now, and I like that they're just moving Gorka across the map here, now up to this top side, so you can just continue trying to knock down turrets.
Yeah, definitely. Always a love to see that. I gotta ask you though, we got to see Reggie's boba choice. How you feeling about that one?
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of missed it. So what was it?
It was, I believe it was
brown sugar, milk tea, 70%
yeah,
sugar,
brown
no
sugar,
ice.
milk tea, 70% sugar, and no ice. How you?
I like it. I honestly, when most of the time I get slushes when I get bubble tea now, but when I get bubble tea, it's always the milk tea, bro.
Okay, I feel that.
It's a go-to choice, so respect.
I got, I'll respect it. I gotta say, me personally, not much of a boba drinker because I almost died the first time I tried it. I got one of those little boba things, dude. It was like it was like 2 of those little like boba pieces, right?
Oh, you almost choked.
I got the bubbles. Yeah. I got the one with bubbles, and then we're gonna have to wait that thought because
whoa,
look at
speaking
that.
of
Oh my
bubbles.
god, so much damage coming out here for Jochi. Oh,
No way.
It's a little glitch hole. No way he gets out. Yo, that was a huge glitch hole path. Reggie gonna use that ult to get over the wall to try and get onto him. Does get him. So ultimately, won't get out of that one. That was absolutely huge. Back to my story though. Yeah, right. And so I got 2 of the bubbles were like in the straw, and just the pressure was like building up. So when I went to drink, they just hit the back of my throat instantly, and I just felt like I was choking and dying. And after that, I was like, you know what? I'm not taking the risk anymore. I'm not running that risk ever again. I'm not drinking the boba. It's not for me.
Echo, man, that is amateur hour. When you feel that kind of pressure, you spit the bubbles back out, bro. Come on.
That's fair. I can't be taking an L to them.
Exactly. But now as we get back into the game, that is a nice play coming through from Large. However, the numbers commitment is kind of the issue. Look at Lawrence. He's been chilling for the most part in the side lane, and there's something you shouldn't let GP do. It's farm solo.
Yep, Kaiser Moore, meanwhile, was taking a bit of a beating up there, but was able to get out. Fun fact, just drink better for everybody. Yeah, okay, bro. Square up. All right, get out of here, man.
I mean, it's not wrong. That's all I'm going to say. But you do see Kaiser Board gets to get away, uses that Fate Sealed as the escape. But so far, oh god, we're just rolling through with the questions here. But Taco Gaming are the ones in control of the map. You see this gold lead really start to balloon up to 4K. It means that you get this next Herald very easily. And again, you just continue knocking down turrets, continue smothering Large on their side of the map until the point where you can just continue stacking dragons.
Yeah, definitely. Reggie, yo, that was kind of wholesome though, with his mentor telling him it's just the beginning. And honestly, you performing like that, Reggie, it really just will be. Already 5-0, 16 minutes in, has the majority of his team skills. Definitely would like to see it a little more spread out, but regardless, he's making good use of those kills.
So far, he definitely is. Now it's Taco Gaming making use of the strength of their champions overall. That's the big thing here going for them. Oh, Shochi. In trouble?
Yeah, ooh, might just be.
Wow.
Oh, just gets blown up. Down goes Wolverine, the whirling death coming out as well. But Reggie, he wants something. He's trying to spook him a little bit. Gets hit with that hook. Needs to be careful of denting blows. Hitting hard with that divine as well. Are going to be able to just barely keep that turret alive. And Taco Gaming will back off, get themselves that free kill.
And Shochi, the human calculator, holds on to that frozen tomb, isn't afraid for his own life, instead uses it to secure the kill on Wolverine. And it means you got pressure on the map. Shoot, you can't walk up to this midway, bro. It's an illegal move. Why don't you back it up?
Exactly. He got pulled over and just instantly arrested, bro. He's like, nah, we don't do that around here. Exactly. Wave still pushing in. Large gonna have to do their damnedest to hold on here. Rovex looking for some kind of hook, but just nothing really to find there. And honestly, with this drag being up in 37 seconds, that's really all you gotta do, just applying that pressure. Reggie still around half health, so maybe they can find something on him. And they are gonna spawn that Rift Herald. Now they gotta make a choice.
Yeah, and I mean, this is usually the play. Second Herald, right before Dragon spawns, you drop it mid, and with the turret so low, Large, if they want to hold this turret up, okay, that was weird from Shelly, but either way, it's going to be a pretty easy turret takedown. Yep, and with 4 people mid, you get to easily walk your way down to this Dragon. Only real saving grace, Kaiser Mord is going to back, probably get his first item, and TP in, but it's going to be tough. You usually want that better starting position if you're Large, and that's so much so that they're actually not even going to bother. I like the call. Just back off from the Dragon. You are so far behind right now in terms of gold. Just let it go and see what else you can take. Camps, vision, waves, whatever.
Yeah, and
Not
with those
the
drags
dragon.
yeah, exactly. With those drags being equalized as well right now, they're not even close yet to the actual solo points. So I have to get one more to be on that, and so large. We can opt to take that L for right now. And there we see it, right, Reggie? Instantly
Really?
running on over into that jungle, looking to find themselves some camps there.
Wow, that's just respect there from Reggie. Isn't sure who else is there. Commits the ult over the wall just to make sure he doesn't get caught out. Just goes back to farming inside of the jungle. But again, the numbers problem is so big here for Large. I'm gonna hold that thought.
Yeah, bit of a large problem coming out here for Lin.
Okay.
Be careful. Wow, so
What?
much damage just coming out from that. That was huge. What you said? Where did he go?
Dude, to think that's lethality Draven. Whirling Death really do be deadly.
Do be hitting hard.
It'd be hitting hard. Wolverine lost half his health from that one. His teammate Lin ended up going down. So it's just picks upon picks coming through from Taco Gaming. They continue to hold on firmly into the control of this game. And they have very few options realistically at this point. It's just, again, what's been harming them has been committing so many members to one part of the map. But when you're this far behind, that's kind of all you have. You need to somehow offset this gold deficit you're in. So commit numbers. Get yourself a numbers advantage, which basically evens things out. Use that event horizon from Wolverine to be able to pick somebody off. You get rid of Gorka, your chances in team fights honestly look pretty good.
Yeah, rise absolutely exponentially. And the problem is just,
Yeah.
Reggie just can't get deep enough in there. I feel you have just all the CC come out. You're going to get hooked by Rovex, right? You're going to get double stunned by Shochi. You're going to get knocked up by City Witty. And so it's tough for them right now to get deep in there where they need to be to shut down Gorka, to shut down Lawrence.
Yeah, and right now, seeming like shutting down either of those two aren't really in the cards for Large. Like you said, it is a large problem. At this point, it's just Rovex again in the area. Seeing who tried. He wished somebody would. Is basically what he's walking around saying. Oh, here are the numbers.
Yeah, I got the numbers there. They know they're coming. Trying to find something, but no. Once again, just gonna look to back off and gotta do what you gotta do. Hey, you know what? They all chant. The chat always chants. Large length gives us strength. Maybe it's referring to the length of the games. Maybe that's the move.
True. I mean, when you think about a team who picks a lot more for scaling, large length of the game
right.
gives them. Okay, I'm starting to pick up what you're laying down, Echo. I like it. I like it. It's making a lot of sense here and right now.
City Witty,
Taco
don't
Game-
do it.
Oh,
City Witty,
don't do it to
Don't do
him.
it. Don't do it, City. Please.
This might.
Don't. Come on, City. We just give him the blue, bro.
Nah,
Oh my
nah.
God.
He can't have nothing. That's what he said. It's all mine
Can't
now.
have nothing on the rift. God
Bro,
damn.
he's like, what are you doing in my jungle, fam?
Like, get out, bro. Have you not seen the memo? You don't own the jungle anymore, bro.
Bro, he hasn't heard. Nobody told him. It's crazy.
Who gonna tell him? Who gonna tell him?
It's like, come pick up your boy, man.
Yeah. He got a little lost in his own, and it's not his jungle anymore. He got lost in my jungle. Like, get him out of
Facts.
here.
Bro, let him know what
Rovex.
happens. Oh,
Ooh, let
speaking
him
of
know what
lost,
happens though. If Rovex gets a little greedy, he actually just dashes right on out there. He does not even care. And that's the ult getting dropped down to some final breath from the Scoon. And Rovex just shakes it off like, well, whatever. Gray health. I'm back to full. Like, okay, nice try.
Yeah, he's just hard chilling. The top lane is still pushing, so you don't even have to worry about that part of the map yet. It's now Rovex. He's just looking to see who he can pull with that Bone Skewer. And it's now just shadowing Lawrence to see if Kaiser Board is also going to be in the wrong place. Because already got 2 items for... Oh, wait a minute. Are they going?
Well, looking for something there with the tornado. Doesn't really find much though. Just gonna get spotted out by that word. Then overall, yeah, it's just that's the thing. Large, it just can't really move in right there. That's what we're talking about, right? You need to have that full member there. But when you have all members there, then you put yourself in a bad position to get split pushed somewhere else on the map.
Yeah, the only thing, like, you have a lot of huge crowd control here. The big thing for me is the Fate Seal, that event horizon. If you can get multiple members, one of them being Gorka, again, he's kind of a big deal here. That's your way into winning these team fights. That's the big thing. We're zooming in because, like, he's that guy right now. Can we look at the gold? Let's be real. Surely he has the most gold in the game.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
By a long shot.
I'm
By
a genius.
long
Color caster, by the way. How does he know?
shot. How does he do it? How does he
do
do it? Oh my god. What?
Like I was watching.
He's been paying attention. What is this?
Yes,
Oh my
exactly.
god. He's
Twitch chat
4-1.
could never.
Oh my god. But okay, back to the game. Enough joking around. 6 seconds left until his next drag comes up. If Taco Gaming can secure it, that'll put them on soul point. Large knows what's up, and this might just be good for them because this time around, now they can actually send that 5-man in and not have to worry about losing anything else on the map. But I don't even think they can enter the river to get there on the first place. Gorka, he's that guy. He just does too much damage. They grab the dragon, and now they try to find something. So much damage to the glacial tomb coming out. Boom, it goes Reggie. Boom, it goes down. And there we go. Double kill for Gorka, looking to make it even more.
They want more.
And now Lin, oh my god.
Bye.
He does so much damage, picking up that triple, and bye goes Scoon as well. The only surviving member gonna be Wolverine, and
You say that.
Rovex. Oh. This is a little awkward, I'm not gonna lie. Rovex. No, don't do it, sir, Rovex. Don't do it, sir.
Oh yeah,
no.
nah, get him, Rovex. He can't be here. It's illegal, and there it is. That's the ace, albeit a little delayed, and that's Taco Gaming, just taking whatever they want, and that includes the Barrett Nasher, as that's just more gold up front. That's destruction they could reap on the side of largest side of the map, excuse me. And you know you want this dragon if you're large. There's nothing else they can really trade for. They don't do Baron fast enough. So they say, all right, guys, let's face check. This is dangerous. But Shochi, ever the Chad, says no, that's illegal, and gets the multi-man route, sets up a great team fight. Yeah, sure. They go blow for blow. Yeah, sure, Shochi trades his life. Who cares? You got 1 for 5. I don't know about you, Echo. That's the deal I'll take.
Yeah, that feels pretty worth. Not gonna lie.
You know, I thought so too.
I think Rovex wouldn't have even known that he was in there at first if he hadn't dropped down the baby cage. Really unfortunate. Eventually did place the ward, though. They'll get some. But yeah, it's a little unfortunate to see they didn't have that vision. Shochi, absolute Giga Chad, just going right in. I think, because he had the spellbook. So he had Flash at that point. Flashes in, ults, gets that just premium stun going down. And I don't know if you saw it, but Gorka with this one spinning axe, just straight up half health Lin, like a single axe. That is actually ridiculous.
And I just want to point everyone's attention down to Gorka's item count right now. There's 4 items in a crit cloak. Just, a little bit of combat stats he's got going for himself here. Just a smidge,
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Just a teeny, just a little teeny bit, a little tiny bit.
Just a tiny bit.
All right, already low. Looking to siege. His minions right now. Looking to get this first off the list. Gonna cross off this bot tier 3 here. Doing a lot of damage to it. That and power cats. I mean, just hitting hard. We'll eventually go down. That's half health, and they're like, okay, we'll just sit here and we'll do it again when the next wave comes.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about it?
Dude, the thing that's so scary too is when Shochi throws the claw over the wall. Dude, he's been taking the craziest engages. Large must be thinking like, God, is he gonna take this one? I don't even know.
Oh, they do get the cleanse out from Shochi, though. The baby cage did lock him down. That, you never know. We might end up having to talk about that being a reason that Taco Gaming ends up losing a fight. But Gorka, if he has anything to say about it, he's like, no, sir. Those spinning axes just hit so hard. The fate seal going in,
Gorka,
looking for something.
Gone.
They find Gorka. Your team fight potential just went up exponentially now that he's down. But here we go. The cycle getting dropped down. Scoon has the cleanse to get out of that one alive. They go 1 for 1. Meanwhile, Lysandra going down here. Wolverine picks up that kill, trades his life. Kaiser Moore doing what he can. Will follow suit, goes down. So does Regin once again. Scoon and Lin, last 2 standing.
3 for 2. That's the most balanced fight Large has had so far this game. And again, it's when you take down Gorka. The problem is everyone else is Mondo fed too. That means bottom inhibitors going down. Mid is on its way out as well. Huge Baron power play coming through from Taco Gaming, who are just looking to cross the T's, dot the I's on this game 1.
Yep. So sad that bomb that hit. Lin wants him so badly, dude. He saw how low he was. That clone coming out though from City Witty allows him to escape. That ultimate coming out here from Lin. It's so overall. I gotta ask, can Large still get back in this? Like, it's not looking good for him right now.
Echo, you're putting me on the spot, man. I'm gonna be real. This is that moment. These are those moments in the game where it sucks, but you're depending on some throws. Taco Gaming, they gotta do a little bit of Usain Bolt action, a little bit of sprinting to make this one happen. But I've seen it before. Teams definitely sprint. Who knows? It's not impossible, but I won't say it's likely. Taco Gaming. The rest of the next few minutes feel like a formality at this point. The TP's coming through. They're fighting for that Dragon Soul, and Large know that's the nail in the coffin. So this game is honestly about to be decided here.
Yeah. All right, Rovex looking to clear some vision, stepping up. It's just going to dash right out of the event horizon. Though I will say, look at that, though. City Witty maybe trying to get behind them. Now,
Oh, I
Gorka,
like this angle.
yeah, Gorka doesn't have cleanse up for a while still. So, you know, they understood the assignment prior when they took out Gorka, realizing that obviously he's that guy. If they could do it again, they can come out ahead this time and not just as even as we saw in that last team fight. But you know, it's all said and done at the end of the day. You got to actually make it happen. You know, easier said than done.
Wait, look at City. He's escorting the super minion wave.
No,
They're saying,
what?
forget the dragon. Who needs it? He can start to end the game if no one's careful. Oh my god, he's ending the game.
He's actually,
Dude, it's the repeat.
We're getting a repeat of last series. And
No,
oh my
man,
God,
not
they
the
are
4v5.
just decimating Large. Large length gives them strength, but a small and dead HP bar will not. Goes down. Scoon, last man here to defend the base, doing what he can, but City Witty, he just goes, no, your time is up. He doesn't even care about the Nexus. He wants this kill. He's going to pad out his KD. Oh, not quite going to. Are they just. No, they're not. Wait, okay. He goes back in, and they're going to get it. No. I respect Scoon trying to get something done there, but at the end of the day, just lacking the damage. Too much coming out here from Taco Gaming, and with a deciding and very, very well played game one, they take this thing home.
Yeah, Taco Gaming, when we talk about it, one of the better teams here at the tournament, and they show it to us today. They say goodbye, Large, in this game one, and we might be one game away from saying goodbye to Large this Proving Ground season. This could be the end of 2022 for Team Large if they don't bring it back in this next game, if they don't get it together and figure something out.
Yeah, the large lads, the units on the Rift, still have a chance. It's not all over just yet. They have to win once again, as we saw with TBA. They got to win. Well, we didn't see it happen with TBA, but we saw that they needed to do the same thing. They have to win back to back if they want to stay in this thing and they don't want their dreams to be crushed. So let's throw it to the desk real quick and get their thoughts on things. And then once that's over with, we can get right into the draft for game two.